at their own 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Makes the catch. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Soft spot in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets into midfield. LSU right back to the line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you. And
running free. He stopped him, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You gotta love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Going to look downfield again. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Buys a little time with his feet. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And it's caught. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Dances away to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires on move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. LSU quick to the line. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. With the catch, it's Anderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They want to run this quarterback. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. Defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. It's Manning. Quarterback adapted. On the run deep down the right side.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception, with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Slings it downfield. He makes a catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Manning. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go to the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. A design run for the quarterback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Manning. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete on the right side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And that is a big negative play for this defense. Put them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Gonna let it fly. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Calls his own number. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete. They were looking. A huge gain on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. On the run, still looking. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Quarterback making checks. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only...
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. They'll go with a direct snap. Hard running there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
LSU, 35, Texas, 13.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. You got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches...
There he goes! He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Manning. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the ball's on the ground.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game, Phil, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. They're working that left side. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early, or late up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Looking to throw. Here's a hit. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Manning. Steps away. Throwing on the run. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all the...
He's going to let it go. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Hauls it in. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be...
Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest yards on the goal.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the board.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got a man, it's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Leaves it with the running back. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Leaves it with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab behind the line. It's Reeder. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He's going to try to hit him deep. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Pulls it in. It's Covey. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The sure hands. It's Covey. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This is a design run. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's strong. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Looking to get it in. And the defense makes the stop, you've got to try to get the ball into the end zone in the air on that one, and they didn't get close. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to run it.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Back to throw. It's Nelson. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to throw, it's Gray. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I really like the third down play here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the fourth down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, with nowhere to run.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm.
Turning it off! They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Gator. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Bennett. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Looking to throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Aaron! They take the lead with the 6. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Brought down short of the goal line. 2-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Catch in the middle, it's Covey. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Reeder. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's second and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the bag and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Strong.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Shakes off the defender. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. To the air, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Looking for the... Got some room, heading to the goal line. Whoa, ball's out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strong. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They've got them bent deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Texas State.
Oh, they're after him.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. On the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Bounced right back to them. Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Farrell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got a chance. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the toss. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Caught near the sticks. It's Farrell. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Looking to pass. It's Gray. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farrell. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Caught in the backfield, it's Reeder. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Farrell. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Northwestern. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock.
Makes the catch on the right side. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air, it's Murphy. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Quick step and go. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Guys, this is a type of signature win.